Hi, everybody. Happy Halloween. No, you're not early. You are not early. You are perfect. You are not early. How are you guys? Hi, Vicky. Hi, Tanya. Happy Halloween, everyone. I hope you guys are good. How are you? How are you? How are you? Yes, I'm here. I'm here. I was trying to clean off my desk. I have the worst sort of sinus infection thing going on. It's like ridiculous. As you can tell. Hey, Susan. So I think I'm going to make some envelopes. So this was when I was cleaning off my desk, or today when I was like working on cleaning off my mess, I realized I've made a ton of mail art. Like I kind of went to town on the mail art. Hi, Linda. Hi, Ash. Oh, I'm so happy to see you. Happy Halloween, you guys. I wasn't sure if anybody was going to show up, but I'm glad you guys are all here. Happy Halloween. Yeah, we're going to go trick-or-treating in a few hours. I buy candy for my house every year, and we have very few people that come here. Hi, Cassandra. But we try to go to another neighborhood, so the little one's getting her makeup, doing her makeup right now. She's going to be a zombie witch. So, anyway, I hope you guys are good. Hi, Virginia. So what I decided I'm going to do today is I'm going to continue working on some things, but have you guys looked at my channel? I am like two subbies away from 3,000 subscribers. Can you believe it? I'm like so shocked. When I started my YouTube channel, I thought maybe if I got 100 people, I'd be so happy. So what I decided I'm going to do today is I'm going to work on a bunch of little different bits and pieces, and then I'm going to give, after this live stream, maybe tomorrow, I'll make a short video. Thanks, Tanya. And I will, I'll do a giveaway. Hi, Alta. I'm so happy to see you. So I'm going to do a giveaway. What the giveaway will be is I'm going to send a piece of mail art stuffed with things I make. I know, isn't that cool? 3,000 subbies. I'm like super excited. So I'm going to do one of these larger mail envelopes, if not this one, a different one, depending upon how many pieces I make. So today I'm going to make a bunch of envelopes and different things to go in here. And that's what I'm going to do. So after the video, if you guys give me a thumbs up and make a comment on this video or the one that I'll put the giveaway on, either one, I'll enter you into the giveaway, and I'll do the giveaway on Friday. So I thought today maybe I started making this. I was kind of getting into it. This is like the front of an Oprah magazine, and it had like a fold out in it. And I'm kind of liking the way it looks. Hi, Pat. Everybody send Pat some love. We definitely need to send Pat some love. Pat, we love you. Amberly saying, hey, Pat. Hey, Amberly. Vicky saying, hey, Pat. Ash is saying, hey, Pat. Susan saying, hey, Pat. Everybody's sending you love, Pat. So, if you guys were late, I'm just going to work on, if you guys want to make along with me, I may do a few of I may work a little, this might even be the mail envelope I make. I don't know. I want to do kind of a big one. I'm sorry, guys. I have a cough. I just took some cough medicine, so hopefully I have a sinus problem. I don't know. It's ridiculous. Hi, Carla. Carla says, hey, Pat. Cassandra says, hey, Pat. Vicky says, hey, Pat. Virginia says, hey, Pat. So we're all haying you, Pat. Hey, Scotty. Scotty says, hey, Pat. So what I'm going to make today is I figure I'll make some envelopes, some regular, and then maybe I'll make some mail art postcards. But I'm going to make some magazine envelopes first. And I don't know what I'm going to put into the giveaway thing, but I'll put in it. It'll all be stuff that I make or some die cuts or stuff like that. I'll try to fill it full just to say thanks for having 3,000 subbies. You got a place, Amberly. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy for you. Oh, Liz, hey Pat. Hey Liz, hey Linda. So do you guys ever collect vacation magazines? I like collecting them because they always have something cool, something different than I have. Amberly, I am so over the moon for you. That is so great. Congratulations. I'm sorry, you guys. And hopefully my sinus medicine will work. Okay, so let me just clean off my desk a little bit, my little tiny table here. And I'm going to make some magazine page envelopes. I may paint on some, maybe not, but I need to send out some Happy Mail anyway. And maybe we'll make some tags too. So if you guys want to make magazine page envelopes, get a magazine page, okay? Now what I do is I fold it into a square. So I'm just going to fold this one and just do it like I would normally do it so you guys can see. And it's so simple. This is how you can do it without a template. Once you get really good, you don't have to fold it like that. You can just eyeball it, but figure I'm just going to fold it so they come out good. I'm so happy to see you guys. Okay, let's see. Amberly says she got a cute 3-bedroom, 2-bath. Oh my gosh. I'm so happy for you. What I'm talking about, Carla, Miss Carla Caged Fish, is I have 3,000 subbies. Can you believe it? And I was telling everybody that I'm going to do a 3,000 subbie giveaway. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a piece of my mail art that I've made, or I'll make a new one, depending upon how much stuff I make to put in it. And I'm going to do it as a giveaway. And so if anybody wants to participate, it's open to anyone. It's open. You don't have to live in the U.S. All you need to do is comment on this video, or I'll do a giveaway video tomorrow, a shorter one. And comment on there, and on Friday I'll do the giveaway. And all you have to do is comment, like the video, and comment. So today I'm just going to make a bunch of stuff to go in it. I know, right? Can you believe it? I was saying, I thought when I got 100 subbies, I was so happy. Hi, CJ. Hi, Helen. You guys, let's all say happy congratulations to Bet and Susan. They just had another granddaughter. Isn't that awesome? So we have to sing happy birthday to Miss Madeline Jane. So 1, 2, 3, everybody sing with me. Today my singing voice isn't very good, but happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday dear Madeline Jane. Happy birthday to you, and many more, all from your aunties right here on YouTube. So isn't that so awesome? In this world where we have so many ridiculousnesses, right? Having a new baby is so awesome. And she's born on Halloween. Isn't that awesome? So this is how you make foolproof magazine page envelopes, and they come out every time. You can make them different. You don't have to make them square, but this is the easiest way without a template. So if you guys collect like these fun, and you can jelly print on these. I jelly print on a lot of them, but this one's got a shark on it. I mean, who wouldn't want a shark in their junk journal? And you can also do the same thing with these tiny little bits and pieces that are left over. Let me show you. You just need the square. All you need is the square. All you need is a square. And you can do this with anything, you guys. You could do it with scrapbooking paper too. It doesn't have to be magazine pages. was just asking Hottie if he'd make me some coffee before he leaves because I have this sinus thing and it's ridiculous and I'm coughing and it's not good. Hi, Joyce. So all you need to do is get your square. It's better to practice this way. Fold it in half this direction. Make your square and then fold it up this way again so you can find the center. You don't have to crease it all the way, but it's good if you just crease it where the center is. And then you just want to fold in to the center, and the points can touch or not, but it helps you to make them straight. It also helps if you cut it straight. And you guys, I notoriously can't cut anything straight without a paper cutter. So it's all good. So did you guys have a lot of trick-or-treaters? We don't get very many. So we actually we're going to go trick-or-treat in a few hours in a subdivision that has more trick-or-treaters because I buy candy every year and nobody, it's like ridiculous. I end up eating it. You made 60 envelopes? That's awesome. Linda said she made 60 envelopes for her stash. So you guys, this is a really fun way to make them for your stash too. I think making things for your stash is so, I don't know, it sort of cuts down the time for me, especially if I'm in a zen and making something. So I made, how many of you guys made mail art? I made so many cool little pieces of mail art that I'm going to have quite a nice stash to send out. And pretty fun though. Guys, remember these are magazine pages. They don't have to be perfect. You don't have to get it down to perfect. Now, this is how I also, if you guys saw like one of my millions of years ago videos, I made little paper clip embellishments, little tiny envelopes smaller than this, but it's the same way. So that's what I'm going to do today. So if you guys want to make along, I'm going to make some envelopes and I'm going to do some painting stuff. I might do some collaged postcards as well. It's all going to be to go, well, I got to make some for some Happy Mail, but a lot of it's going to go in the giveaway mail. And whatever I put in the, whoever wins the 3,000 subby giveaway on Friday. So oh, wow, Amberly, that's crazy. I loved your natural stone pages. I can't really take a lot of medicine either, Amberly, so I just kind of go with it. I take some over-the-counter post-nasal drip stuff just so I don't have too much coughing, but it doesn't really work that well. Vicky Pearl has a birthday Sunday. Happy birthday, Vic! You're awfully silent. Did you guys all go over and watch Carla today? She made a really cool collage book, doing it sort of like journaling by 5 style, which I always admire because you know what I have done, and I love, you guys know how much I love Shannon Green. I love Shannon Green, and I love her journaling by 5s. But can I tell you guys, I can never really do it. Like my pages, I get too caught up in my pages sticking together and stuff like that. So I have to like, mine's probably more like journaling by 10. You know, like I give myself 10 minutes because at least my pages will get dry that way. So I thought it was great. I liked it, Carla, but I just don't function well with like, I mean, I understand the point to it all, but you guys, I don't function well with time frames like that. But I liked what you did. Yours came out really nice, Carla. I don't know that mine would have come out so good. Yours came out really good. I liked your Delusions paint. You know, I don't have any of those, Carla. I've thought about getting them, but quite honestly, I don't need anything else. So right now, my goal is to use up my stash. How many of you guys are like in the process of like really focusing on using what you have? That is just where I am at the moment. Oh, look, Cotty brought me coffee. He says hi to all of you. He says hello to all my YouTube family. He brought me coffee. I needed something, you guys. It's like this post-nasal drip is ridiculous. Now, I love making these same envelopes and jelly printing them. And I have my jelly plate somewhere close by. Maybe I'll do a few of those too. But some of these really cool vacation magazines are like great. Now, the one that I have here, the pages are not super thick. I mean, they'll be great for a journal, great to put stuff in, but that's pretty cool with the helicopter, right? Flying over Maui. Vicky was very sad today. Susan says, hey, Hottie. Vicky was very sad. Carla, we have a bone to pick with you. Hi, Brenda. We're happy to see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Carla, Vicky was like having, hey, Dee. Vicky was having like a moment today. She was waiting for her circle stamp. We were not circle stamping. She was having circle stamp withdrawals. And, you know, I can relate a little bit. I can totally relate. So, anyway. How many of you guys, okay, so this is what I decided. Remember we were talking about the worst Christmas present ever last week or the week before, and I was laughing over that pickle dish. It was BJ's pickle dish. It was BJ's grandmother who gave her a pickle dish, and I laughed. It made me laugh so hard I cried. And then we talked about the headless doll. No, the doll had a head on it. It was like the naked doll, like the mother got at a thrift store or garage sale. So you guys know I'm going to do gift cards for my nieces and nephews because I'm like, hi, Renee. Oh, did someone say coffee? I got my coffee. Carla says she knows that she can have a day of no circles. No, you can't. You've already given yourself the self-proclaimed name of Crazy Circle Lady. But I said you have to add sparkle to it because everything with you is a shimmer. Happy Halloween to all of you guys. You guys are so funny. Go get some coffee, Amberly. My coffee's good. You know, doesn't your coffee always taste better when somebody else makes it? It always seems like that way to me. Maybe it's just in my head, which it probably is. Anyway, so back to the Christmas thing. So what I decided I'm going to do, and I don't know if any of you guys want to participate, but, you know, it's not that I'm not big on swaps, it's just I don't like it when people don't get, like, they sign up for a swap and then somebody doesn't send them their stuff. That gets me a little upset. So anyway, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to do it in our Facebook group, and if you're not in our Facebook group, if you email me, you can still participate if you put your name on a list. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to do like a Secret Santa, giveaway in our group. So I don't know exactly how the rules will be, but it has to be something you have in your stash. It doesn't have to be new, but it has to be nice. It has to be something you'd want to receive. And if you want to sign up, then everybody will sign up, and I'll do a parameter, like it needs to have like one handmade thing. It can be like a stamp. It could be a handmade stamp. It could be handmade painty papers. It could be just like an ephemera. It could be stuff that you have in your stash or that you make in your stash, and then you send it to a person in a mail art envelope. Are you guys in on that? Vicky's saying, get her, Shelley, get her. Well, Amberly, enjoy watching Hocus Pocus. No, you don't need to throw your signature away. I love it. It's awesome. It was awesome, Carla. We're just playing with you. So if you guys think you might want to do the Secret Santa thing, what I'll do is whoever signs up, we're definitely going to do our Power Pack exchange, CJ. I think we may put it off till January because I have a lot of people that want to do it, but they haven't done their Power Pack. And with the holidays, it might be too much, you know? So we'll definitely do our Power Pack. I've made actually 3 decks. And so we'll definitely do our power pack. But if anybody wants to do the Secret Santa thing, it's just going to be like well, it'll have a parameter, like an envelope filled with, it'll have like a monetary parameter, like your postage can't cost more than a certain amount, right? Unless, of course, you like live out of the country, in which case, if you guys wanted to sign up for that one, you would know ahead of time that if you're mailing to Canada or you're mailing to South Africa, that it's going to cost a little more. But it has to be like handmade envelopes, maybe a couple of, if you've got an excessive amount of stamps or something in your collection, maybe something like that, or a couple of supplies that you want to, whatever you can fit in an envelope for a certain price. So if you guys are in on it, I'll post something in our Facebook group and you can say yes, and it'll be like, I like the idea of an ornament exchange, Amberly, except that if we're just trying to do our stash, if we're just trying to like lighten our load and let go of our stash, it was just something that wouldn't add any extra. What did you say, Jan? I missed what you said. Can you repeat it? Hi, Pam. Hi, Deb. Who got put in a timeout? No. You got put in a timeout? How did you get put in a timeout? You did not get put in a timeout. Nobody's gotten put in a timeout here, have we? I mean, I could put myself in a timeout. I've needed a timeout today, you guys. I had a really bad day. Jan, can you repeat what you said? Envelopes are the cheapest way. Oh, you talk too much and you put yourself in a paper? Oh, yeah. I mean, we could do flat rate. That's just a little, I mean, that might be a little pricey for people, but I don't have a problem with that. We could do a $6 flat rate. I was thinking more like mail art, like this size, this size mail art, and like, I don't know, not to exceed $3.50 worth of postage. So whatever you fit in it. I mean, we could do, I mean, I'm up for whatever you guys decide. If you guys want to go for that, because we're just sending stuff that we've made. So if you guys are up for the $6.40 flat rate postage, I'm fine with that. Except for those that live in Canada or in South Africa or some of the other thing, some other place. So I'm up for it. I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to send out some stuff randomly anyway because, you know what, you guys? After my daughter came and she gave me like the 411, you guys heard my crying last week about my daughter like fussing at me over all my magazine bits. You heard all about it, right? Isn't this a great, we have like people come here from all over the world, but isn't this great? It's like an Elvis impersonator and it says Elvis in Hawaii. Wouldn't that be a good envelope? We can use flat rate. I mean, I'm not opposed to it. I was just thinking something super cheap. That's what I was thinking. Hi, Lisa. You're in, Linda. Awesome. You never know till I'm done what? What did I miss? Jan, please rewrite your things. I'm just making envelopes right now. What I'm doing is, honestly, I'm having a 3,000 subby giveaway. So I'm going to fill one of my pieces of mail art. Look, Carla stamps are here. Maybe I'll use those in a little bit. I'm going to fill a piece of my mail art with stuff I've made. Okay, so today, my daughter fussed at me last week, and she told me that I had too much stuff, and she fussed at me, and she gave me like a hard time, and so I was like, okay. So I just can't throw stuff away, guys. It's like, because I think it's cool, and I know that like eventually I'm gonna make something with it. But I decided since today when I was like looking through my pile of stuff. So my daughter gave me a pile of stuff to let go of. Stuff that she didn't think was good. She actually threw away a bunch of my stuff. I love Elvis too. No, Lisa, what we were going to do is we were going to do a secret Santa envelope. Your envelope had to be filled with stuff that you're letting go from of your stash. That's what we were going to do. So it could be stuff you've made. I mean, you want to send something you want to receive, right? So, and we're going to do it like as a Christmas secret Santa. But it's like sort of like a, it's just a crafting mama secret Santa. And I was just saying, I was thinking we would do a mail art envelope, but we could do a flat rate. I don't know. I was just thinking we could do a mail art envelope. What I could do is I can make my mail art envelope, fill it with a bunch of stuff, and go to the post office and weigh it and tell you what it weighs. And if it weighs more than the $6 flat rate, then we can do a flat rate. I was just thinking it would be kind of fun to get the mail art. Happy Halloween, Malia. Hi, Ann. You're constantly out of pages of magazines, Ann. Come to my house. Come to my house, okay? But it's sort of, but Malia, it's like a secret Santa for crafting stuff. It's not like, you don't have to go buy anything. It has to be stuff you have in your stash. So if you have like extra, I don't know, painty papers or book pages or magazine pages that are cool that you like, you have to make some of the stuff. You can't just send like random just book pages. You have to make a couple of things, whether it's, I don't know. I'll think about the parameters of it. You guys make some suggestions. I was just thinking it might be a fun way to like just celebrate the holidays. And, because so many people, you don't think about it, but so many people, especially women, really don't get recognized at the holidays. Like, we're the ones that are the doers and never the getters, most of them. Hi, Lizzie. You went trick-or-treating. What did you dress up like? Well, Lisa, what we would do is there would be a list of people that want to participate, and then I will send you who your secret sister is. I'll pick who you get, and then, I'm sorry, hang on, what?
She already wiped off what I did. I guess we can do this.
What happened? She didn't like it?
I don't know. I looked back and she just wiped it off. See whatever you do.
Oh, you guys, we're having a momentary zombie meltdown here. Can you see what happened? We're having a momentary zombie meltdown. Can you just ask her what happened before you leave? I mean, I'll do it. I'm happy to do it. Did you take a picture of it so I can see what I'm doing?
No, it's just want some dark stuff on it.
Okay. I'm sorry, you guys. We're having a zombie meltdown here. The zombie witch is like...
The keys are here.
Leave me the electric car. Please, you're going to be stuck on, hang on you guys, you're going to be stuck on the other side. Just leave it for me. We're not even going to go very long. So please leave me the electric, guys, we have a hybrid car. Did you leave me the hybrid thing? Guys, we have a hybrid car, and our hybrid car is having like a moment. It's having a meltdown. We need a new hybrid battery. Anyway, you guys, my life has been ridiculous. I don't even want to get into it. This one's going to be a cool envelope though. Look, it's got Elvis on it. It's got Burning Love, and on the inside it's got dolphins. How many times can you get dolphins on one side and Elvis on the other? So the idea is this. You'd sign up over in Crafting Mamas. I haven't done the sign up. It was just a thought I had today when I was going through my stuff, okay? It was just a thought that I had today when I was going through my stuff. So the thought was, like, I told you guys my daughter did her intervention on me. Like, I told you guys that, I have a formal spare bedroom. I have 3 daughters, okay? And one of them was in college, and she recently got married, and she came home for like a minute with her husband, and then now they're in... Well, she was here for a while, quite a while, actually. And now they are in China. He got a job working in China. So she was sleeping in my formal bedroom. And then it really belongs to the other one that's in college now. She goes to college here on the island. And I also have like an informal extra bed space. It's not like, it wasn't good for a couple. It's just like barely enough room for like a twin bed, right? And that's where the daughter that goes to college here was sleeping, but she also wanted to apply. So this was the whole thing. She was sleeping in that room, and when her big sister left, she gave up her room when her sister came home because her sister got married, and obviously they can't sleep in a twin bed in like this alcovey bedroom area. And then the littlest one has her own room because the other ones have been off at school. So when my oldest one left, I said to the other one, I said, do you want to move back into that room? And she was like, no, because she was planning on going away mid-year to college, going to the mainland. She was actually planning on going to Portland to go to college. She was going to transfer and go mid-year. So she was like, no. So I moved all of my crafting stuff back in that room. And after I finally got it almost all organized and done, my daughter came home and she said that she'd gotten her mid-year, whatever she applied for, she got her mid-year financial aid, and she would get better financial aid if she just waited till the fall. So, and could she move back into her old room? But this was after I had moved all my stuff in. So anyway, it's like I've moved my craft room around like 4 times this year. It's ridiculous. I don't even have to go to the gym. I just have to move my craft room. So she came home the other night from school when she got off school, and she was like, okay, tomorrow's my day off, and I'm going to give you the whole day, and you and I are going to start, because she wants to move her stuff back in that room. We're going to start moving out your craft stuff. Well, you guys, she started going through my craft. We started moving the stuff back out of my craft room into my little dining alcove, and she started going through my stuff, and she said that I had too many magazines. She was doing a crafting intervention on me. And she said, you have too many of this and too many of that. And she was like fussing at me, basically, saying that I had too much of all the stuff and that I was never going to use it and what have you. And that's why I did all that mail art, because I saved all these magazine covers to do mail art. And so that's why I even did on mail art. Well, follow that up. You guys, my craft room is not back together. It's like, this is what I get. So I moved a bunch of it back out to the garage. I need to re-put up my shelves, which I haven't done because I'm feeling good, you guys. And my daughter's like all happily back in her room, but now I have this excessive pile of stuff that she like went through and basically said that I should throw out. And so I thought to myself, I'd give myself a week, maybe 2 weeks, to use up as much of it as I can and then recycle it. Does that make sense? I do need to put my craft stuff on wheels. Hi, Sarita! You got a call from Marcy? Oh, that's so awesome. We love Marcy. It sounds like your daughter-in-law. You love her dearly, but Lucinda, you know what? I think if you don't craft, you don't know what it is. I know, right? It's my house. Yes, it is. It is. You know what though? It's fine. You know what? It's really making me like it's pushing me to my limits. I won't deny that. It's pushing me to my limits, and it's also like pushing me to get my stuff like, look, she's not wrong. I do have a lot of stuff. And my space is small. So when your space is small and you have a lot of stuff, it makes it equally hard, right? But if you don't craft, you don't understand, like you know, like when I was traveling, I got some magazines from when I traveled and different things that I've saved for a while. And they're really cool. Like I have some that are, you know, people come to visit me and stuff. So one of my friends from Australia, she was in New Zealand and she brought me some magazines from New Zealand and then some from Australia. And then, you know, I don't know. I get magazines from all over. So it has made me like, it's forcing me to use my stash. And, you know, to the average person, when you see like a bunch of magazine covers randomly sitting everywhere, you're just like, what is this? Oh, Jane's right. What did you say, Jane? Jane says her daughter moved all of her backup stuff out of your upstairs bedroom and shoved it everywhere. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Jane, I can relate. Like, the worst part is, some of the things I was in projects doing, like, and I knew what my projects were, but they don't look, imagine, you know, like she comes in and she sees this. She doesn't know that that's like part of some project I'm working on. And then she like, anyway, it's okay. I had a meltdown earlier this week. I'm not going to lie. I had a meltdown, but I'm okay now. I'm getting better. I'm actually getting better. I had a meltdown, but I'm getting better. Because, see, to the average person, what I have looks like trash, you know? Hi, Carrie. Right? To the average person, what I have looks like trash. Brenda says she has 3 girls, 26, 22, and 20. Oh, and your oldest is married with your first grandchild? Aw. Elizabeth, you know what? They throw my stuff away when I'm not looking, so I have to, like... Linda says, before you know it, she'll be gone, and so will my stash. You're right, Linda. It is a difference in generations. You're right, Anne. Never stop being yourself. Hi, Chuck, a.k.a. Susan. I love you, Susan. You're so funny. Hi, Nancy. Welcome, welcome. Annette says, crafting is her refuge. I agree with you. It's mine, too. Happy Halloween to you, too, Carrie. Well, no, it doesn't look like trash to you, but can you imagine? Hi, Trish. You know what? It's hard. You know what? It's hard to chat. Sometimes I like to watch live streams on my television because I have a smart TV, but I don't know how. I haven't figured out how to chat. I think I have to chat on my phone. You know what? It's fine. It's just one of those things where you're just like, yeah. It's just one of those things where it's like, you know, I know it's not trash, but you know, it is sort of kicking me in the butt to like use it all. Crafting is my therapy too, Brenda. Virginia says her kid said leave $500 for the auctioneer to get rid of all your stuff. Your hubby has as much as you. Hey, you know, at least he understands. Hey, Pam. Hey, Sandra. You watch on your TV and you chat on a smartphone? Oh, that's good. So for all of you that just joined me, I am making magazine page envelopes for Happy Mail and for my stash. And for my 3,000 subby giveaway. So after the stream is over, you guys come back and comment on this video, or I will also put up another video tomorrow that just talks about the giveaway. And maybe I'll have part of the giveaway package done by then. And all you do is like and comment on the video. You have to be a current subscriber. And I'm going to do the drawing on Friday, so I'm going to try to be finished with all of it. So I'm making some envelopes for that, and I'm going to put a bunch of handmade little cool stuff that, you know, you guys know me, I'm always making stuff. But I'm kind of into this mail art thing right now, you guys. I've made, I don't know how many things. Pearl is sleeping, Chuck? Oh, okay. You guys are so funny. Anne says she has 2 sons and they don't say a word. Hey, that's good. Guys, Hottie doesn't say a word either. He's really good about it, actually. He was just laughing at me because I had just finally reset up my room. I was going to do like a room tour and everything. And it took me a while, you guys. It took me like, I don't know, like a month to get my room like exactly like I liked it. Maybe even longer. And then I had to move it all out. Linda says when she moved from New York that she left a third of her stuff there, but she brought her art stash. Linda, I get it. Totally get it. But you know, unless somebody actually makes the kind of stuff that we make, it looks like, to the average person, it just looks like I hoard recycling. You know? My kids are like constantly saying, can I get rid of this box? Or, I don't know, what did I cook the other day? And it had a really cool packaging on it. And my littlest daughter, she's so sweet. She's like, I think that'll be great for your journals. My middle daughter, the one that moved back into her room from the little alcove, she said, throw it away, you'll get another one. You know you're going to buy that again. So it's a difference. You know, but my oldest daughter's so sweet, you guys. She was like, she called me and she said, you know what? I've saved you, because they went to Japan first, and then now they're in China working. Her husband, she said, Mom, I've saved you the coolest stuff. I'm like, oh, I'm excited. She's like, yeah. She's like, one of my friends is going to the mainland. I'm going to have them ship it to you from there. What is the envy with the girl popping out? Yeah, the inside of the envy is the girl popping out. Yeah, she was, I think it was a zip line. Isn't that fun? You guys, I'm like, we do have some cool magazines here. I mean, it's not for everyone, but I like it. So I belong to like a proper scrapbooking group. How many of you guys belong to a proper scrapbooking group as well? Do any of you guys besides me belong to a proper? And I don't scrapbook. I got into the group because I had a friend that, remember I told you guys my friend, the one that moved off the island. She went to help her mom, and she had like tons and tons and tons of scrapbooking stuff. And she gave me a bunch. She sold a bunch. Well, for a while, I was trying to help her sell some of her stuff. And she doesn't really do online stuff. So I joined a scrapbooking group where you can sell your stash, you know, to sell the stuff that she wanted to sell. And some of it's stuff, you guys, I've never even heard of. I mean, it's real scrapbooking. It's cool stuff, but I mean, it's like, you know, proper scrapbooking materials that are like in gadgets and what have you. Anyway, so I'm still a part of that group, and one of the ladies asked me, because they periodically post things like, what are you working on? And I always post like what I'm working on, like making envelopes from like magazine pages with a fish on it or whatever, right? And one lady wrote me, I just have one question. What is the point? So, you know, I can imagine to most people that don't make recycled art, they probably think, what is the point, right? I don't know how to properly do anything, you know, like I really don't, you know, like, you know what I mean? Like they do the scrapbooking stuff. It's like cool, but honestly, you guys, I don't have the space to scrapbook like that. I can smash book or junk journal, but I don't have the proper space to like to have a photo album filled with stuff that has like one picture of myself on a page. I don't have the space for it. I mean, you should see some of these ladies' rooms though. They're amazing. They've got these craft rooms. Talk about have some craft room envy. Like I can't explain to them how I've moved my trash 4 times. Like they would be like, what is wrong with you? You need to let that go. Like I can't explain to them that I've moved, you know, my box of pasta packaging or whatever, my cereal boxes. I've moved them. Pointer for pencils. Proper makes you nervous, Lizzie. Lizzie, did you write what you would for Halloween? Malia says she doesn't like crafts with rolls. Me either. I can't craft with rolls. Hey, that sounds like fun. Brenda says if we all live close enough, we could travel to each other's houses once a month and bring some snacks and craft. Well, if you guys ever find yourself in Maui, you let me know. You let me know. You don't have to bring anything. I have enough glue and, well, if you wanted proper things, you'd have to bring that. But if you just wanted to hang out and do some painty papers and some magazine envelopes, I got enough of that. Or altered books. So, and Lisa, it's even more expensive for here. Like we do have one small craft store, but mostly they sell stuff for flower arranging and stuff like that because that's super popular here, like making lays and stuff. They do have some scrapbooking paper section, but it's expensive. Like a paper pack is more than $20, you know, for like scrapbooking paper, and it might not even be like some famous brand. It could just be. But they do have glue, all kinds of glue, which I always like to go if I need a special glue. But it's pricey. But we do have one scrapbooking store. So in this proper scrapbooking club I'm in, or scrapbooking Facebook group I'm in, one of the ladies came here. Now, granted, you guys, I didn't invite her to my house. I didn't really know her that well, and I honestly didn't know she was coming here until I saw her post. We do have one scrapbooking store here. But you guys, it's so expensive. It's like I never would go. I mean, it's really expensive. So their paper pack will probably cost you $30. Lizzie said she dressed up. She was wearing her pajamas and she put her grandson's Batman cape on and she went trick-or-treating next door at your daughter's house. Awesome. It is beautiful here, Anne. It's really beautiful. Brenda says the one she went to was fun, but she went to a hotel and it was a little pricey. Yes. I hear you. It is pricey. Did you get candy, Lizzie? She gave you Tootsie Pops. I like Tootsie Pops too. I didn't grow up here. No, Brenda, I didn't grow up here. On one of my videos, somebody asked me why I moved here, and I give them the whole 411, but I'll give you just the short version. So you guys know that I'm an energy worker, right? And I do all kinds of energy work, and I'm an intuitive and that sort of thing. And I'm also an avid trash recycler, right? Trash to craft recycler. And I came here when I was really, really young. And I had a really amazing experience. And at the time that I came here, I love this picture. Look at the caves here. This is like, these are, you know, that you could these zodiac through the sea caves. It's beautiful. It's really beautiful here, you guys. Anyway, I came when I was really young and had an amazing experience. And at that time, I had sort of like a, I don't know if you want to call it a life vision or something, but I could see myself at some point living here. But at that time, I was not open to it because, you know, that was a long time ago, you guys. It was more than 30, it was probably 35 years ago. And you know, who would want to move here 35 years ago? There wasn't a lot. And now, when you're young, you want to see the world and do things. So fast forward, I came here, I don't know, it's been quite a while now. Maybe 10 years ago. And I had another sort of epiphany experience. And then shortly after that moved here. So it's just the energy of the place. It's not an easy place to live. It's, first of all, it's really expensive. And second of all, it's fun to visit, but it's a little third world, you know? Like the other day we had a windstorm and our electric was out for like 2 days. And, you know, it's an island. So it's not, if you're used to mainland living, if you're used to having a lot of amenities, this would not be the place for you. I mean, yes, we have the 4 seasons, but most people don't live like you have most people come here on vacation and you have an amazing experience on vacation. Living here and vacation are 2 different things. But the energy just suits me. But saying that, you know, we have been entertaining moving to the mainland. We have been entertaining moving back to the mainland. You know, all our kids are grown with the exception of this little one. Hottie has a couple of grown children, and we've been discussing it just primarily because I don't have, my parents have both passed away, but he's got aging parents, and they live in areas where there's lots of snow and stuff like that. We were talking to his dad the other day, and you know, it's like your parents are only here for like a minute, right? And so his dad was like, I don't know, his dad's still spry and running around doing stuff, but he was talking about shoveling snow, and so we've been entertaining it. Honestly, I don't know if I could live somewhere cold anymore, though, you guys. I've lived here long enough to where I'm gonna like this one. That one's kind of cool, yeah. And on the inside, it has a bikini. I'm not sure I could live somewhere cold anymore. It's my blood is so thin from living somewhere like this, you know. So I've made a bunch of envelopes. Let me see what else. Let me see how many more pages I have, if I have any more here. The other thing is somebody sent me these wonderful, actually Trish sent me these wonderful Project Life cards. And I like them, but I'm going to like them better when I alter them. So I started altering them the other day, and I liked it a whole lot. You know, altering one side. So I may do a few of those. The idea is I'm going to, you know, stuff that envelope filled with like little cool stashy things that I have. And then I also thought maybe I would make some postcards too. Some like altar postcards. What are you guys writing? I'm missing it. Okay, let's see. Oh, I saw your picture, Lizzie. It was so cute from 2 years ago. Is that what it was? It was so cute. I used to live in New York. I'm not from New York. I was born and raised in Texas, but I lived in New York most of my adult life, in New York City, and that's where I've lived. Sarita says she finished altering 2 full decks of cards. Ooh, good for you. And you used your Gorgeous Girls? Oh my gosh. Well, I've done 3 decks, and I figure that I'm going to do it. I think we're going to do our power pack. We'll do it in January. So keep your cards coming, and that way it'll give everybody something to look forward to after the new year. These are just regular pages, Lucinda. I just used regular pages. You might want to use cover pages. They make really good envelopes too. I just figure whoever's going to get these is going to use them in a journal. I mean, you can mail in them. They're a little bit thin, but you could put mail in them and close them up and send them. Oh, good. Sarita, put some photos up. We'd love to see them. Hi, BJ. BJ, we were laughing about your pickle dish earlier, or I was reminiscing about it. Yours, and then Jan's headless naked doll. Yeah, Brenda, we're doing a power pack. I don't know if I have it here. It's like it's an ATC swap we're going to do. We're going to do a whole deck of them. And you have to put painty papers on them, and they're kind of fun. We're doing that but we'll do it in, we'll do it formally. We'll probably finish our decks and do them at the end of January. Yeah, I live on the island of Maui. Hello, Bridgeline. I was thinking of you today. How are you? Well, I've been making, I try to make a couple of them a day. I'm not always good at it. I'm not always good. So I think I'm going to alter these. And then I think I'm going to do some junk mail postcards. Oh my gosh, you guys. This cough has got to go. I am definitely like Ugh, I'm telling you, it's ridiculous. It is so ridiculous. Yeah, so what's cool about making these envelopes is you don't have to just make them out of magazine pages. You can make them out of book pages. But they're kind of fun. And if you've got grandkids, this is so fun. I used to make all sorts of mail for my kids when they were little, and I would actually mail it to them to our house, and they loved it. Yeah, it's a deck of cards, pack of cards, deck of cards, same thing. I don't know about Crafters Community. Hi, Lily. Oh, Lily, we're sorry you injured your back. We love you, Lily. I was thinking about you the other day. I was like, we haven't seen you. So I think I'm going to paint on these. I'm going to get out some paint and do a little painty alteration here. I think I put up my fish bits. If I have my package of fish bits close by, I might use my Carla fish bits. You guys, I have like a stash of stuff that I like try to keep that I don't use a lot of, so that I can sort of hoard it. Is that terrible that I'm hoarding some of my stuff? Like, it's special trash. If you guys have these Project Life cards, sometimes they're super cheap on sale. Occasionally, I have a friend that likes to shop, and she sends me like care packages every now and then. She's a friend of mine, and we do lots of cooking together. Like, we share recipes and do cooking stuff together, virtually, obviously. And she likes to shop at, you know, Tuesday morning and stuff, and buy like kitchen gadgets, and I don't know. Anyway, she occasionally sends me a pack of Project Life cards, which are always fun. I don't tend to use mine the same way other people would use theirs. I use mine as like altered art. Okay, so I don't want you to get mortified if you go, what is she doing to that Project Life card? I'm going to put my junk mail on top of it, so any of the paint that goes over can be on my junk mail. So I alter my Project Life cards. I make them sort of like ATCs. You don't have to alter your Project Life cards, but I kind of like it, especially if it's like colors or stuff that I wouldn't necessarily. And I also put them in my journals to journal on them. So if any of you guys make journals and make pockets and stuff, they're fun to journal with. You're trying, Lisa, she's trying to decide how to store her magazine and book pages. I store mine in an accordion file that I made. I made an accordion file out of a magazine. I've had the shingles, BJ. They are horrible. You definitely have to stay out of the stress zone. I found that stress made my shingles worse. Oh no, Brazilian Witch. Brazilian said she's doing good. She said she just came from visiting a pub, which is about 2 hours away. A wonderful pub. Nothing has changed since World War II. Oh my gosh. And the landlady's husband died. It's literally a step back in time. Wow, Bridgeline, that sounds like fascinating. That sounds like cool. We don't really have pubs here. Like, we definitely have bars, but I wouldn't say it would be anything that you would just go, oh, that's so awesome, I got to go back to. Guys, I had all my stencils right here. I swear, today, can I tell you, I'm like going crazy. Oh, here they are, they're underneath my stuff here. So, that sounds super cool, Bridgeline. You guys, I'm using a baby wipe that I use for paint, and that's what I'm using for my stencils. I usually use sponges, but I have this excessive amount of baby wipes that I've made and used, and then I use them in my artwork later on. Does anybody else do that? Carla, I loved some of your stamps today. I mean, your stencils. I definitely need a new set of stencils. I need stencils in the worst way. I have some that I've made that I was going to show you guys, but can I tell you, they're in a tiny shoebox, and I can't find them. They probably, I'm just praying that my daughter, because she did throw some of my stuff away. Just praying she didn't throw some of it, like, because if you looked at it from the get-go, I made them from, and they were used, so they look pretty rough. I made them from, like, packaging, no plastic packaging, old food containers and stuff, and made them from some old, those plastic dividers that kids have in notebooks. And they were cut. I made them myself, so they were like hand cut. So they might not be beautiful to the eye, but they worked great. You know, they were definitely not amazingly beautiful or anything. But yeah, so this is one I made out of packaging. You know, I like making things out of used things. It's like one of my most favorite things. I think I like it just about as much as crafting with it. I don't know what you guys, I'm missing what you guys are saying. Sorry, you guys, I'm missing it. I'm missing what you're saying. You had ice cream bars? Oh, that sounds great. I am just making some stuff to go into an envelope for a 3,000 subby giveaway. So I realized today that I'm like 2 subbies away from 3,000. So I thought what I do is make like a mail art. If you've been watching my videos, I made like mail art envelopes last week. And so I thought I would take one of my mail art envelopes. I don't know if I'll do this one. If it's big enough to fit everything, I'll send this one. If not, maybe I'll make one out of that Oprah magazine I've been working on. And I'm going to stuff it full of stuff I make. So I'm just making some stuff from my stash to go in the mail art giveaway. Is that good? Does that work for you guys? To make stuff for mail art giveaway? I'm excited. I like mail art. How many of you guys like mail art? Are you guys is anybody as into mail art as I am? I'm like into it actually. Really like it. I like mail art. I like handmade things. Like I was in a giveaway, in a swap not too long ago with a bunch of people. And they made, and it was a giveaway, it was a swap for, supplies. It was like, not supplies, but like, you buy some stuff, and everybody was all into the new thing, and I was kind of like going, you know, I think I'm just into I think my wish list was like different than everybody else's. My wish list was like old stencils, junk mail, especially like those Target bill envelopes or the Salvation Army red ones. Those were that sort of thing. My, I don't know. My list was different. I realized the other day, I was like, oh, now I see why all those ladies were like shocked. They were kind of like, why are you asking for, why are you like even mentioning like junk? Because I figure that everybody has junk, right? Everybody has junk, and everybody has junk they probably want to give away. I mean, I know that, I'm sure that I do. So if anybody's interested in our Secret Santa thing, head over to the Facebook group. I'll try to post it tomorrow. And just sign up. And I'll set the parameters, and I'll take suggestions. So if you guys want to make some suggestions, I'll absolutely take suggestions on what on what we should, what the parameters should be. I will totally take suggestions for that. And you know, I'm thinking more like stuff people have made, or stuff you have excess of, like if you have like extra washi or extra stuff that you're not using, or you know, that sort of thing. That's my thought. But you guys, I'm open to whatever suggestions you guys have too. I am open to that as well. I am open to that as well. I mean, I think it's fun when you know, what's my trash somebody else might like think is great. Unless you're my daughter, of course, then you're gonna like want to throw it away. Like she wants to throw all my stuff away. She thinks it's ridiculous. Sorry for my cough. It's like too much for me myself already. You used to decorate envelopes before you knew it was a thing to do? Mail art is really fun. I love mail art. Turn your junk mail into mail art, Lisa. Big hug, Bridgeline. See you soon. I am using the cheapest possible paint ever. Hi, Kara. How are you? I am using the big box store cheap 50-cent paint. That is what I'm using. Except I think the metallic paint costs a little bit more. I think the metallic paint might be like $1. But the other paint is like super cheap. I mean, it's like pitifully cheap. So that is what I'm using. I'm using the cheap, the super cheap. I'm using the super cheap paint. You can use any kind of acrylic paint you have. You know, that's what I'm using, is acrylic. If that's what you were asking. I'm going to look for my magazine and see if I find any any cool pieces from my mail art here. This is like a travel magazine. This has got some cool palm trees in it. This is like one of those free magazines. You know, we have tons of those free, like, touristy magazines in it here. And those are, I love those. The pages are a little thin, but they have like the oddest things in them, which can be fun. Like free hula show. That should be an envelope. How many of you guys would have the free hula show in your envelope? I mean, in your mail art. It's kind of fun, kind of cool. I think I'm going to definitely do this palm trees. I'm liking the palm trees over here. So I'm going to do my little mail art with some palm trees. I mean, my little collage cards with some palm trees. So, did you guys all hand out candy? I bought it, but can I tell you, nobody comes. It's like ridiculous. I even went around and talked to the kids that live in our neighborhood. And they were like sweet. They were like, we have people here that don't give good treats. I was like, okay. I was like, well, I said, I have a whole bunch of candy if you guys want to come by. It was just funny. We have a bunch, don't you love it? Kids will tell you the truth right out. We have a bunch of people that don't give good treats. Right? The only thing about these particular Project Life cards is they're like a little thin. So they're a little, not so easy to use. No, I mean they warp when you paint them. What am I missing? You're going to the line dancing here. Woohoo! Good for you, line dancing. I love line dancing. I haven't been line dancing in years. I love line dancing. Guys, my mom was the queen of line dancing. My mother was the queen of line dancing. You live in Barefoot, Tennessee? Is that what you're saying? You had 12 kitties? Oh, that's awesome. More than me. Your 12 children are more than me. I mean, we had 0. We will have 0. Unless, I mean, I don't know. Sometimes occasionally the kids will come. This is a, do you guys have this store? You guys must have this store. It's Lush. It's a cosmetic store. If you guys go in, they give these really cool little books, and these are great. I've made glue books with them. But look at the great pictures. Like, look at this. This has got purple bubbles. Look, that's great. Purple bubbles are great. Like, that is awesome. Oh, I'm knocking stuff off my table. That is awesome for a collage book. Because I'm knocking paint off. Because my table's so tiny. The purple bubbles might go good here. Anyway, Lush has a good magazine. It has lots of pages. They are kind of thin, but you can use it as, it's excellent as a glue book. I've used it as a glue book. I've also used it as like an art journal. The pages are kind of, they're thin, so you have to glue them together. But it's cool. They've got some cool things in it. What are you guys talking about? Hi, Mary West. How are you? What am I missing? What did you get? What did you get? Beautiful things from Martha. Martha who? You have to tell me which Martha you're discussing. They have cool, like little cool bits in here. Ooh, I like the pink one too. Maybe this pink one will be better. You're working on a TV tray. Dad, my table's a little bit bigger than a TV tray, but honestly, not much. It is small. It is a small space. Martha Stewart. Oh, I love Martha Stewart stuff. They got a corner, a page, what do you call it? An edger, an edging punch from Martha Stewart, and I like it a lot. Although I haven't used it in quite a while, but I like it on magazine pages. Oh, Lily, we're happy to see you. We're happy to see you back and sending you lots of love. You know, I'm glad that you're back. We're happy to see you. But you guys get the idea. I mean, you know, make your postcards fun. I mean, mine are going to have several layers. In fact, I may glue some book pages on the back of them because they're like a little flimsy. You know, usually I just leave the back for journaling, but they're curling as I paint on them. So these all have something except for this one. This one needs something. I don't want to put pink on him. Maybe I'll put this green thing. What, what are you talking about? I'm missing Martha Stewart acrylics is what you guys like. The colors are good. I haven't seen them. You guys, I confess, I buy cheap paint. I don't buy expensive paint. I have some expensive paint and I have used it, but it's not, for making mail art, I find that for me personally, I find that, or for making like junk mail stuff, I find like the cheap paint works really good, especially the flat one, because if I want to add any sort of dimension to it, I can. I'm going to glue some book pages on the back of these, you guys. I have to find some. I'm going to glue my Japanese book pages on the back of these. It's just so thin that every single thing that I do on it, it's curling. Unless maybe unless I glue another one on the back. Maybe I'll do that. It's just every single thing I do on it, it just curls. It's like the more I work on it, the more it curls. And that can be frustrating all onto itself. Carla, I loved your painty papers. Now I'm going to have to get myself some of those cool stencils that you have. Like I want the mesh one, you call it, the fly swatter. I want that one. I'm going to have to look. So you guys have cool dollar stores where you can go get some really cool mark making tools. We don't even have a dollar store here, you guys. The dollar store here would be like a $5 store. I guess I could go look at the big box store. Oh, that's much better. The thicker is better. The thicker is better. Definitely working better with the thicker. So, what's your favorite Halloween candy, guys? I like most chocolate. I'm like a chocolate person, but I do, if I'm not going to have chocolate, I love hot tamales. How many of you guys like hot tamales and Swedish fish? Those I love. Definitely a hot tamale, Swedish fish kind of girl. Definitely a hot tamale, Swedish fish kind of girl. But my daughter can't, my littlest daughter can't eat chocolate. So what I do is I go and buy her candy that she can eat. And then after we go trick-or-treating, we come home and we trade out the chocolate. She can't have any dairy. We trade out the chocolate. She doesn't really care. It's a fly swatter and you got it at the Dollar Tree and you cut the handle off. It looks awesome, Carla. I definitely need a Dollar Tree fly swatter. Your hubby made you espresso? Oh, Amberly, that's so awesome. Oh, I like candy corn too. Lizzie likes anything with peanut butter. And I like Tootsie Rolls too, Glenda. Oh, I love Tootsie Rolls. I haven't had Tootsie Rolls in years though. Laffy Taffy, I like that too. Oh yes, Reese's anything. Me too, Malia. Chocolate candy, yes. I don't know if I've had a plain Hershey bar, Brenda. I like that too. I like Tootsie Rolls, BJ. I just don't eat them very often. Yes, Reese's peanut butter anything, Trish. I agree. Lucinda says the same. Peanut butter crunches. Hi, Kayla. Happy Halloween. Anne says mini Twix or Tootsie Rolls. Lucinda says little bars. Beth says sweet tarts. Brenda says they have a Dollar Tree and a 5 and below. We don't have anything like that here, Brenda. Amberly says she loves all chocolate. I get it. You bought Christmas trees already? Doesn't that kill you that they're already like putting out chocolate Christmas trees? Hi, Jan. Heath bars. I love Heath bars. And those $1 million bars too. I like those too. Lucinda says her all-time favorite candy is a Rocky Road candy bar. I don't think I've ever had one. Hi, Edna. Kit Kat and Almond Joy is your favorite too? I like that too. Ooh, Lisa, endangered species dark chocolate mint with mints. Ooh, with mint in it. I haven't had that. Sounds great. Amberly, sometimes when you have kids, it definitely takes it out of you. Lily says Twix and Mars bars. Awesome. Okay, so I have 3 that are glued. This is much better than the flimsy, and I'll glue another one. And then I'm going to keep working on them. So don't forget, after this video, please like and put a comment after this video if you want to be entered into the 3,000 subby giveaway. And I will also post a video tomorrow. You don't have to comment on both. You can just comment on one. And I will do the giveaway on Friday. And it will be one of my handmade envelopes, one of those pieces of mail art filled with whatever I make. I don't know. I'm going to make, you'll get some of this, of what I'm making now. Envelopes and, I don't know, whatever I can fit in there is what I'll do. But I'm loving these Project Life cards. Thanks, Trish, for my Project Life cards. I'm liking them a lot. I'm really enjoying altering them. They are fun to alter. I am liking them a lot. I do need to move this, though. I got too much glue stick on it. I definitely need to move it. I didn't even bring my painting. I have like a basket of painting papers. I'm going to bring them over here, like scraps, you know, like that was the other thing my daughter like threw away. Like she was like on me. She was like, you have these weird scraps of like, and I was like thinking, yeah, they're my treasures. Thank you very much. Don't be messing with my treasures. But she did, you guys. She messed with the treasures. She messed with the treasures. She totally messed with my treasures. You guys, I have some friends visiting, and they've, like, texted me, like, so many times. They're like, oh, when are we getting together? Guys, I feel so rotten. I haven't felt like it. Is that terrible? I'm like, this cold thing or whatever I have going on is making me not feel very good, and I haven't wanted to go get together. I'm going to look through this and see if I can find a couple things to add to my, I might do some circle stamping on there too, Carla. Gotta have some circle stamping. Guys, I'm friends with this lady that gets every type of Vogue magazine, and she saves them for me. She calls me and she says, I have a pile for you. And I'm always like, really? You know what? She's never asked me what I do with them. She'd probably be mortified if she saw that I tear them up. Because they're like in brand new condition. They're like, it doesn't even look like, I guess she reads her magazines without touching them. I don't know. I mean, I'm grateful because I like this too. You guys, I like all kinds of things. Like, I like the texture of the black, but I also like the wood on the back. And I like bubbles too. What's on the other side? Ooh, this is a good one. This one's got good. It's got that on one side and bubbles on this side. Ooh, maybe I can make an envelope out of it and then cut off the stripes for the rest. Maybe I'll make it out of the Chanel part. See, you guys, this is how it all begins. It all begins like this. It's a big detriment, right? It's like it all begins with a fashion magazine. Ridiculous, right? Totally ridiculous. Totally ridiculous. So you guys, my daughter thinks, the one that threw all my stuff out, she thinks that I'm like, she really thinks I have issues. She was like asking me, she was like, why are you keeping that? Like, she wanted to know why I was keeping like certain things. And I said, oh, well, I cut it up. She was like, she basically said, Mom, you have some real problems. Does that make you laugh, you guys? I need to just drop my scissors. What are you saying, Lizzie? Lizzie, you probably get 1 million views on that type of a video. I'm serious. You might as well do it. Go ahead. You may get some haters, but, you know, if you don't take it personally, hi, Miss Aussie Mom. If you don't take it personally, then I wouldn't worry about it. I just make whatever you want to do. Well, no, my daughter, if you weren't here earlier, you missed the whole ridiculousness. So, you know, my kids are almost all out of the nest. Well, not one of them is little, but. So one of my daughters is married, and although she did come back and stay here for a while, for a little bit more than a year, actually, which was actually nice because I felt like it was sort of a gift. Because, you know, once your kids leave, they never really come back, and I felt like it was a gift, you know, because I love my kids. I'm sure you all love your kids, but, you know, I felt like it was a gift having her here. And she came with her husband, and they stayed about a year, maybe a little more than a year. Anyway, they're now in China now. This envelope's a little wonky, but it's okay. So you missed it earlier. So I moved my craft room when they left. I asked my daughter that lives here and goes to college. She has a smaller room, but it's too small for a craft room. Barely fits a bed in it. So I asked her, I said, do you want to move back into your room? Because it was originally her room. And she was planning on going to college mid-semester, like going away mid-year, but it didn't work out. So anyway, to make a very long story short, she, to make a very long story short, she said originally no, and so then I moved all my craft room in there, and then now she said yes, so I had to move my craft room out, and I haven't reset it back up, you guys. I haven't been feeling very good, so I didn't reset it back up. I just have a little bit going on, so most of it's back out in the garage, and this time, but she did when she cleaned out her room, or when she moved her stuff back into her room, she did make me a pile of things to disregard, so that's what has been my impetus for making all these magazine things, because she made me this pile of, I had torn covers off of magazines that I wasn't, you know, I was like, I'm going to make mail art from it. So I tore magazine covers off, and my daughter was like basically telling me I was a magazine cover hoarder, as well as a bunch of other stuff. So that's the impetus. That's kind of cool, out of a Chanel ad from, I'm liking it. All right, what am I missing? Welcome back, Carla. You're making flowers, Deb? Good. Happy Halloween, Grace. I'm happy to see you. Jan says she's finger painting her new Kindle cover. That's awesome. You made one for your iPad case. Are you making it out of fabric? Are you making it out of paper? All right, lurkers, say hi. Say hey. Okay, so I cut out a couple of things. Let's see what I'm going to do. Guys, see, this is what happens when you work in a really small space. And this is the other thing my daughter said. She was like, why do you even need a big space? Because the table that you work on is so small. And, you know, so anyway, she doesn't understand. She's not a crafter. Okay, let me see. What am I going to do? Let's see what I tore off and see if I like any of this with it. You guys, can you hear the little dog? She's decided that she's gonna dig a hole into my couch. That's what she's doing. The little lovely dog over there. My little dog. She's digging a hole. She is digging a hole into my couch. She is digging a hole. Guys, my desk is like, it is tiny. Barely fits like a, I don't know, I'll measure it one day. It's not even a desk, it's just a, it's like a vintage card table. I think maybe I'll do a little stamping, and then I want to do some spray inking, but I'm thinking that has to be last because of how thin these cards are. I'm going to get out our favorite circle stamp, Vic. Got our favorite circle stamp. I just have to decide what color I'm going to stamp or if I'm going to paint with it. Don't know. I don't know. Oh, this isn't our circle stamp. This is I must have my circle stamp here. I have to have it. This is the swirl stamp. This is a swirl. This is not my circle. The only way I won't have my circle stamp over here is if I washed it. Which, I don't know. Do you guys wash your stamps? I wash my stamps after I use them because I use acrylic paint on my stamps. And so, maybe I don't have my circle stamp. Oh, it must be over by the sink. But I have the ones Carla made me, so I'll use those. If you guys haven't gone over and checked out her video, Carla has a tutorial in this video on how to make all of these concentric circle stamps. And I think she's running a special on it. So if you go over to her YouTube channel, it's called Caged Fish. You will see her video there that will talk about the video to purchase. And right now I think is it still an introductory price, or did you raise the price, Carla? I think it was like $5, but I told her that was too cheap. No, we'd all go to a class and learn, and we would definitely end up paying more than $5 to go to class. So I was just encouraging her, you guys. We have to support each other where we can. I think I'm going to use a little white on this one. So she teaches you how to make these stamps. So you can make your own unending supply of circles for all of you circle addicts out there like myself. I'm definitely a circle addict. Is anybody else a circle addict? Is anybody else like crazy lady circles, as Carla calls them? And I'm painting them with a paintbrush and some really cheap acrylic paint. And they do wash off, so I don't want you to think that it's going to be ruined, because it isn't. Because I've used them already a few times. But I am painting them with a brush because it just puts a lot of paint on there otherwise. That one was faint. I could have done it more, but I actually like it. I like it. Let me add some gold. The paint's sitting here and it's kind of drying out on my little. The paint's sitting here drying out on my lids. But I'm liking this one. Do you guys like this one? I like it. I like the abstractness of it all. My desk is so messy. You know, I start every single stream with the idea or the thought that I'm going to clean my desk off, and I do. It doesn't matter. I can't be a neat crafter. Okay, I watch some of you guys craft so neat. I can't. I'm just not a neat crafter. I just have to come to terms with it and be good with it. And be good with my mess. That's what I have to do. I have to come to terms with and be good with my mess. Hi, Melanie. How are you? Hi, Rabbit. If you guys want to talk to me and I'll cap so that I don't miss it. Yeah, that one worked out good. I like that one too. Do you guys like this one? What do you think? I mean, I could add a little bit more to it, but I think it's pretty good. It's looking pretty good for an altered. Neat is not your comfort. It's not my comfort, Lizzie. Messy desk is a sign of intelligence. Well, then I'm brilliant. Okay. I'm sorry, you guys. The dog has decided she is going for it. She's going to be barking. She's just decided that barking is what she wants to do. She hasn't had her daily dose of the kids because they're all getting ready for Halloween, you know? So she hasn't had her daily dose of the kids that usually hang out and come and knock on my door and want to play with her all day. And I'm sure she's missing it. I'm sure she's missing it. Yeah, I'm brilliant. I'm a genius if that's the case. If a messy desk is the sign of intelligence, then I'm a genius, okay? I just have to let you guys know that, just in case you were wondering, because just in case you're wondering, I'm a genius. If a messy desk is a sign of intelligence, then I am a brilliant genius. I am a genius. I'm liking altering these project life cards. If you guys have project life cards, alter them and tell me what you think. I mean, I'm enjoying it, actually. I'm actually enjoying them. I might find some cool word, or maybe I'll write something cool on them, but I don't know. I haven't decided yet, but I'm liking it. What do you guys think? Elizabeth says, oh my gosh, you're so funny. Vicky says, have any of us used the new Jane Davenport stuff? I've seen it. I haven't gotten any of it. Elizabeth said that she's heard that neat people are just lazy. Oh my gosh, you guys are so funny. And hi, Sassafras. How are you? Hi, Sass. There's two Sasses. Sassafras and Sass Ham. Sass Ham. Oh, Jane Davenport. Oh my gosh. You would love Jane Davenport. Okay. Jane Davenport, she is like, okay, I have to say, I got to stay away from her because it's an addiction, Jane Davenport art supplies. So these are my altered project life cards, and I'm working on them a few more of them. For all of you, those that have just joined us, I am going to do a giveaway on Friday. And the giveaway is because I noticed today that I have 3,000 subscribers, which I'm so grateful to all of you guys for subbing. So I'm working on stuff that's going to be put in the gift pack on Friday for the giveaway on Friday. So all you have to do is like and comment on this video. I will also put up a separate video. Make it tomorrow, like a short one. You don't have to like and comment on both, just one of them. And on Friday, we'll pick somebody on Friday during the live stream. And I'm gonna fill one of my mail art envelopes with stuff I've made. And so some of the stuff I'm making today will be in it, and I don't know. I'm gonna put a bunch of different stuff in it, so we'll see. We'll see what I put in it. We'll see what I get it together to make in the next couple of days. I need 2 more subbies till I'm at 3,000. I'm hoping by Friday I'll be there. Hi, Scotty. I need 2 more subbies, so I should beg. Okay, you guys are so funny. I'm a genius too, Melanie, because my desk is so messy. I know, 3,000 is awesome, right? I was happy when I had 100, you guys. I was like, when I had 100 subbies, I was like, oh my gosh, 100 people are actually watching me. That was so cool. I was very thrilled with my 100 subbies. So I'm liking these altered project life cards. I'm liking them. I'm cleaning off my stamp, my Carla stamps. I've used them several times. Carla, they hold up really well. I've used them bunches of times. If you look at my painty papers, like I used them on this, I think. I used them on that. And I used them on, there's more of it stamped on there. I've used them on all kinds of mail art and stuff too. So I'm like liking them. Chuck is 3,000. Woohoo! Thank you, Chuck. Oh, Scotty, feel better. Thanks, Amberly, for sharing my channel. I appreciate that. You guys are my crafty peeps. I appreciate it. You know, I have to get myself my own, oh my gosh, circle templates so I can make I can follow your video, Carla, and make my own circle stamps. I'm sort of addicted to them. I understand why you are too, Carla. Did you guys, they clean off super well, made from fun foam. I didn't know because I haven't made a couple things with fun foam before, but honestly, I have not made a lot of stamps that I use acrylic paint on, but they work good with acrylic paint. You just got to clean them off. You can't let it sit very long. But they work great. You're so funny. You want to go find a paper trimmer? Well, go for it. Hi, Pat. Oh, thank you, Pat. We love you. Hi, Teresa. Welcome. Welcome, Pat. We love you. Everybody say hey to Pat. Thanks, Teresa. Everybody saying hey, Pat. We love you. I know I have 3,000. I knew you guys, you girls wouldn't let me down. My 3,000 subbies. So all you have to do is like the video and make a comment, and then you'll be entered. And I'll make the video tomorrow for the short video announcing it too, and then I'll do the giveaway on Friday. And the giveaway will have a bunch of stuff I make in it. I don't know. You guys, if you saw the mess of stuff that my daughter gave me to throw away, some of it stuff I made, I'm like, I'm not throwing that away. Like, she's like, whatever. Everybody's sending you love. Hi, Kathy. Pat, everybody's saying, hey, Pat. Beth is saying it. Carla's saying it. Hey, Carla. Pat, Susan's saying it. Edna, Beth, Sassafras. And Sassafras is saying hey to you, too. It's saying hey to Pat and Teresa. Thanks, Teresa. We appreciate it. Pat's our gal. Pat is our gal. Pat is our gal. We love you, Pat. Everybody's sending me love. Lucinda's sending you some love. So you guys, I have to go to the East Coast in like 2 weeks. Does anybody live on the East Coast? Hi, Judy. Does anybody live on the East Coast? Anybody live near the Boston area? Elizabeth's telling you, hey, Pat, too. Pat never asked for anything. Teresa says, Pat never asked for anything, and she couldn't say no when she asked if she could type. Oh, Teresa, you're so awesome. We have two Carlas. We have our caged fish Carla, and we have Carla F, who made the most beautiful Christmas journals. If you guys haven't gone over and joined our group and watched Carla's Christmas journals, you're missing out. Okay, they're awesome. So I think my project life cards are done for the moment, unless I want to add some. I might add some writing to them. I don't know, and I may make a few more. I'm gonna definitely glue them together before I do it again. Hi, Marilyn. How are you? We're happy to see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hi, Patricia. So who lives near the Boston area? Does anybody here live near the Boston area? I haven't decided how long I'm going to stay. If I stay long enough, I may go to New York, but I don't know. Guys, I've got a lot going on, so we'll see what happens. Chuck is Susan. Susan is Chuck. So I'm digging these. If you guys get these Project Life cards, start altering them. I mean, I may put some more magazine bits on them, but I'm liking them so far. I mean, I'm actually digging them. And then there's stuff on you can write on the back of them, so you could use them as journaling cards if you wanted. You could also use them as proper Project Life cards if you wanted to put your pictures in front of them or do the Project Life type of scrapbooking. So I've done that, and I have some envelopes. Let me see what else I want to work on while I've got you gals with me here. I'm thinking I might make my Oprah Winfrey cover the mail art because I think it might be bigger than the one that I had. The blue one that I had that I made was like kind of short because the magazine, I cut it up. Oh, I was going to make some postcards. That's what I was going to make. Well, then let me see. But the postcards need to be like, this is too big for a postcard to mail it. And I don't have a ruler. Why don't I have a ruler, you guys? How ridiculous is that? I need like a 4x6. 4x6 is the postcard size. Well, I guess I could go ahead and make a background, and then I could cut it up afterwards. I'd probably cut it up into 3 postcards. Maybe, let me see if I have a painty paper nearby. Maybe I'll glue a painty paper on top. You guys know me and my painty papers. I gotta have some painty papers. If I don't have painty papers, like what would my life be without painty papers? What would my life be with no painty papers? And I have this too. I could glue this down on part of it. I will cut it up and make it multiple cards though, make it multiple postcards because it is very big. It's a very large postcard. You guys, I love using junk mail. How many of you guys like using junk mail to like, if you're gonna make mail art and mail, you know, like make these altered postcard type things. I like mail. I love it. I like, and I made envelopes out of them. How many of you guys, any of you watched that video that I made on making envelopes out of these types of things? Yep, I like that. I heard about New York City today. That was awful. Because I used to live there. You know, New York is such a big city. There's always something happening, but today was particularly awful. This whole constant barraging of people and not being good with them and hurting them is not good. The envelope one is good, Rabbit. I made it out of these. I don't know what it's called. It's not a live stream. It's just a video of me making envelopes. You guys, for a while there, I was making envelopes in every video I did because I would make them, and then I would get these comments like, you didn't show this or you didn't show that. So then I was just making them all the time. So it was like one of those things where I was like, okay, well, I'll just keep making envelopes until I've made enough envelopes until I'm enveloped out. Until I am enveloped out. Here's one of my painty papers. You guys know me and my painting on newspaper. I got to paint on newspaper too because, like, who doesn't need to paint on newspaper? Because whose life isn't complete without painting on newspaper? So you guys, you know, if you get a bunch of cards that you don't like in the mail, like, save your Christmas cards, you guys. You can use those and alter those. Save your birthday cards to alter them. I'm not telling you to save everything, but I'm just saying whatever you get. So many times I have things that maybe I wouldn't necessarily like normally use, but I go back and I alter it, and I use it in my journaling or use it in my art. You know, there's no right or wrong in recycled art, guys. There's no rules. You can do it any way that works for you. Use my glue top. The top of my glue is a burnisher. I know somebody's going to say, what are you doing? Burnishing it down. Yes, I have a bone folder, but no, it's not over here. I'm going to go back and keep adding some glue till it's all stuck. This is going to be the base of my card, of my postcards, and I think I have enough room here to make 3. I think I have enough room to make 3. Good night, Malia. Well, only save what you're going to use, Rabbit. You don't have to save everything. I mean, after a certain point, you do have to throw it away. But I'm saying, or recycle it. I'm saying, instead of going to buy yourself a bunch of stuff, use what you have. Use what you have. Okay, let me see what I got going on here. This is going to be a 3-carder, so 1, 2, 3. Okay, so there'll be 3 cards that direction. So they need a focal point, they need some more paint, maybe some stamping. Guys, my desk is so messy, it's ridiculous. Good night, Malia. Hey, Sean. It's Halloween here. Do you celebrate Halloween in Ireland, Sean, or is it a ridiculous holiday that just capitalistic Americans do to eat candy and looking for another way to consume things that we don't need, calories and otherwise, right? Well, that doesn't show up very well, but you'll be able to see it as some sort of sheen at some point. I thought I had a darker gold. I have this one, it's copper. You guys, if you do use acrylic paint on your stamps, wash it off, and do it in the same sitting, because it will gum up your stamps. I enjoy using it on my stamps, but it will totally gum up your stamps. So so definitely go back and clean them off. Clean them off in your same crafting sitting. Don't let them dry out. I mean, you can clean them even if they are dried, but it's faster and better if you do it when they're wet. That's just my tip. And I clean mine with Dawn dish soap. Use a little Dawn dishwashing soap. Halloween originated in Ireland? There you go. I never knew it. There you go. See, Sean? How would I know that? I don't, so good. You have some foam stamps that you use with acrylic paint? And the good ones you only use with ink? Well, you can use all of it with acrylic paint, but you have to clean them. You really do. You have to clean them. You should clean them when you use them with ink, too. I clean my acrylics when I am going to, really clean them. I have a very soft vegetable brush, and I use dish soap, Dawn dish soap, and I soak them a little bit and then scrub them really well. And they come clean every time, and I use them all the time with acrylic paint. Use them all the time. All the time. So I have cut off a few bits of stuff. Let me see if any of this will work in my, it may not work in my collaging efforts. It may not work in my collaging efforts. Maybe I'll paint a little more before I do anything else because I've got all this paint over here. I've got all of this paint going on. Got some serious paint going on here on my potential postcards. A used Starbucks card works great. And somebody was telling me, one of you guys in our group was telling me that you went to Starbucks the other day and used her gift card and then asked for it back because it was empty, right? And the lady asked why, and she said, oh, because I use them for art. And the lady reached in the bin behind her and handed her a whole cup full. So if you frequent Starbucks and you want some Starbucks cards, ask for them. I have a feeling they will be happy to give you some. Let me find some focal point for this. I don't know what I'm going to put on it. Oh, I know what I do want to do. Let's see. Maybe I'll do some spray inking. I like this one. This Lindy's Stamp Gang sprays. I really like them. And this one is like a gold one. It's called Bayou Boogie Gold. And I actually really like it. It's like one of my more favorite it's one of my more favorite Lindy Stamp Gang sprays. It just gives it like a shimmer, as Carla would say. A shimmer. It gives it a shimmer. Carla would tell you it is a shimmer. So, it gives it a shimmer. So that is what I'm using. The shimmer. So I figured this part is this postcard, right? So I need a focal point, and I need some paint, and I don't even think I have any markers close by. Markers would be good. And then the next one will be from here, and then the bottom one will be here. So one of them is going to have like two parts of it. Let me see if I can find. Let me see if I can find some nice space that I like on it. Yeah, these are foam circle stamps Sean Carla made. They work really great. She made them out of like fun foam, and she's got like a video on it. I like this girl. And she's got a video on how to make them. Her name is Caged Fish on YouTube. I actually like this Yves Saint Laurent thing there. Let's see. Maybe one of these girls. Good night, Pearl. Good night. Good night, Miss Vic. Are you putting your horse to bed too? Have you put your horse to bed as well? This magazine has a lot of good faces in it. I like that too. Okay. I found a couple things I think I'm going to use. We'll see how it works out. We will see how it works out. Okay, let's see. I like one of these girls for the bottom here. Let me see. Let me see, let me see, let me see. Maybe her. Anyway. I don't know that she's going to work out, but maybe. Maybe. One of you guys loves fussy cutting, I know. Fussy cutting, you know, with a good pair of scissors, I enjoy it. With not a good pair of scissors, forget it. It's like so ridiculous when you don't have good scissors. Fussy cutting is like, I remember when I was little, my grandmother would do this most intricate like cutting. She made like tatting and tablecloths and lace things, and she did all this really intricate fabric cutting. Did any of you guys have those memories of your grandmother doing anything like that? And I think about it now, she was much older than I am, and I'm thinking, wow, I don't even know how she like even saw it. I don't even know how she saw it, but she did. My grandmother she had amazing eyesight. She died, she was like, oh my gosh, how old was she? She was almost 100. She was like in her late 90s. Wondering, I need something to measure. I need something to measure my postcards, and I don't have. Let me see. Let's see. Here's an envelope. Let's see. Let me mark it. 1. I have a pencil. Of course, I don't have a pencil. That made my life too easy. Just mark it here. 1. 2. These are gonna be like art mail postcards. Okay, that's like too big. Let's see. Needs to be less. I need it thinner. Poop. I don't have them. I don't have a. Guys, I'm like, this is my life. Today has been. You guys have made my day better. I was having like a rough day earlier, but it's better now. Let's see if this is thinner. I think they're all kind of the same size. I just wanted something. Maybe this one's shorter. Okay, let's see. 1. Let's see. 2. And then 3. Okay, that's better. I'm just going to go ahead and draw my lines so that I can know where my images have to go. Because if you're actually going to mail these, mailing those really big ones is ridiculous. Although I have done it. I have made mail art postcards from really big postcards, and it's silly. Okay. So let me see if this girl fits on my postcard. She does. She fits there. Okay. She fits. She fits. What am I missing? Hey, Beth. You think I should put them under what? I'm missing it. I should put it under... Put it under ASMR. What does ASMR stand for, Sean? I'm so silly, I don't know. I think art is subjective, you guys. I think that I have a different view. I really feel everyone can art. I really think everyone has the ability to art. I don't think that it's exclusive to anyone. I think there are some of us that we're not as invested like in the outcome. Like I'm not always invested in the outcome. I know when I overthink things that I really don't do well for myself. But if I just allow myself the freedom to just do it and not really think about it, it always comes out much better than I could have ever imagined. But if I don't allow myself that, like if I get too in my head, it doesn't come out. Does that make sense? Burnishing with my glue stick, you guys. And I have glue bubbles in there, so of course I need, you guys, I'm a mess. What does it stand for, Sean? Did I miss it? I don't know what ASMR is either. I'm waiting for Sean to tell us. Some people make a hot mess with glue. I can make a hot mess with glue. I mean, I like some glue. Some glue I really... Because I'm not good at hot glue, though. I'm really not. I get those hot glue boogers, or whatever you want to call them, strings, and I hate that. How many of you guys are good with hot glue? I am not good with hot glue. I know some of you guys are, though. My oldest daughter, man, she is a whiz with hot glue. She can do anything with hot glue. Me, on the other hand, I burn myself, okay? There's a huge ASMR community on YouTube. Just now, ASMR is like you know how you feel relaxed or get tingles in your scalp when you watch someone write or whisper or at the car wash. Anyone can get it. Anyone get it? Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I get it, Sean. But I didn't know what the acronym stand for. ASMR. I didn't know what the acronym is. What does the acronym stand for? Okay, since we're talking about... I'll have to look it up too, Sean. See, you're introducing us to a bunch of new stuff that we didn't even know. Okay, I like her. Now I need something here. I'm kind of liking this plant. Isn't this kind of weird, but I'm liking it? I wonder if I can cut it up and it'll look good. You know, sometimes when you fussy cut something, you can't make it look good. It's the plant on the girl's dress. Look, I'm not saying sometimes I should preface it. Sometimes when I fussy cut, I can't make it look good. Does that make sense? I totally get it, Sean. I've just never heard it called that. So what is the acronym? Can you tell me what the acronym is? You guys, I may all of a sudden have like a trick-or-treater at my door. I'm just forewarning you. I hear some kids running and screaming, so I'm just letting you know. I think I'm going to cut off the capri. Remember I was complaining that we had no trick-or-treaters? Well, I guess I'm wrong there. I guess we may have some trick-or-treaters. There's some little kids screaming. Hey, sweetheart. I'm going to see if I can get my daughter's attention, because if we end up having some trick-or-treaters, they're all going to start screaming. I actually really like this, but I don't know if I'm going to like it on here. It's technical? Okay, I'm missing the whole thing. Oprah magazine's making you hungry. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to look it up too, Sean. I really don't know much about it, but I'm interested in, like, I'm like liking this so much, but I'm going to tear it so that I can use it, because it's just too much for the one thing. Let's see. I like it. It's too torn there. I didn't know anything about it. I mean, I will give some painting papers, Joyce. I will put painting papers in there. You guys, I just needed some zen and art today. I had the worst day. I can't even begin to explain to you how bad my day was. It was just like one of those days where you just wake up. And plus I haven't been feeling well, so I didn't sleep. And it was like one of those days where you just go, I should have stayed in bed. So that's just where I was. So honestly, like, and I wasn't feeling great. And so part of me was like, maybe I won't even come on today and do anything. And then the other part of me was like, that's the time that you really need to, is when you don't feel like it. You know, it's easy to come on when you feel like it. It's much more difficult when you don't feel like it, right? And then, so I just said, I'm going to go for it. So I just needed to do some, I was going to work on a junk journal. I've been making this junk journal, but I have, I want to make some pockets and some die cutting things for it, and I just haven't done it. I haven't felt good, you guys. I have not felt good. So, you just, I have my zoom on, I think, or I zoomed it a little bit, so you're not getting the whole bit. You're getting more of the stuff that I don't want you to get and less of the stuff that should be gotten in. I'm sorry, I have such a mess going on. Just me, I'm a mess. So, what are you guys missing? Joy said when she was expecting her second child, she had to leave the store because of rattling papers. I understand that. Okay, somebody's saying, here's something that she can admit. I want to make things, but I'm critical. And when it comes out like what I think is crap, then I don't like it and I get frustrated and I stop instead of continuing to try. You know, that's why you should make multiples. You know, you should make multiples and do like multiples because eventually one of them you'll like. Sean's saying to me, do I realize, though, primarily this is a great place for like-minded people to come and watch and swap tips and tricks, and this is a relaxing environment as well, if that makes sense. Yes, it does. You know what, Sean? For me, it's that. And for me, I was talking about it a couple days ago. I don't know if you were there. I don't think you were, but I was talking about how, you know, I do it for me. Like, I don't do it because I have 3,000 subscribers, and I certainly don't do it because I make any money from it, because you really don't make any money on YouTube. And I don't do it when people, I get some crazy comments too, you guys. I get people that are like, you know, that are super critical and whatever. But I do it because for me, when I'm hanging out with you guys, especially when I'm doing live, like when I'm just making videos, I don't feel the same way. But because I'm an empath and I feel energetically, I feel what you guys are feeling, and no, I don't think what you're thinking or anything like that, although I could if I tuned in. That's just not who I am, and please believe me, I've got my own crap going on. I don't need anybody else's. But for me, it's like, it's sort of a space for me to be with myself in a safe space, and with you guys in a really really calming environment. Even when I'm having chaos here, it's not so chaotic when you guys are there. Does that make sense? You're not boring, Carla. What are you talking about? You are not boring at all. I love your videos. Night, CJ. Night. We send you love. You get exhausted being an empath? Well, shut it off. You don't have to keep the channel open all the time. No, Carla, I don't want anybody's crap. I have my own. No, it's just sometimes when people find out that you like are intuitive, or you are, you know, when you are that, they think somehow like you're invading their space and you're gonna jump in their head or whatever. And that's just not how, I mean, certainly some people would be meddling, but can I tell you, I have my own junk. It's like, why would I need yours? You know, I've got my own all to myself. I don't need anybody else's. I like this redheaded girl. I don't know if she'll go good on that, but I like her. So, you know, I'm just saying, for me, being empathic and hanging out with you guys is a good thing for me. It makes me feel like I feel better. Does that make sense? Like, I can't watch all television. Like, I can't watch all, like, shows that come on. Like, my kids will want to watch something, and if I can't watch it, I have to just go in the other room. It's not because the show's so bad. It's just the energy that it's put with. Do you know what I mean? Oh, and I like this yellow bus too. I may not like the girl, but I like the bus. So I don't know. I get it, Sean. I totally get it. I think I have the same issue. Like, there's some people's voices that I watch them and I can't, like, what they're doing is super interesting. I could learn a lot, but their voices don't work with my makeup. Does that make sense? Does that make sense to anyone? I don't know if I like her or not there, but I'm going to keep cutting her out a little bit and see. Let's see if I like her. I want some sort of floral too, and I don't have a floral. So, yeah, some television, just the energy of it makes me irritated. Susan says she wakes up in the middle of the night. Hey, okay, hang on. You guys, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. They're trick-or-treating. Oh, you're not? What's up? Hang on 1 second. I'll be right back, you guys. Charlie, hush. What's up? Oh, you look awesome. Let me go get her. Shh, shh. Let me just go get her. She's in the back. Hang on, you guys. Oh, go out that way. Here, take the dog with you. You wipe your face off? You hurt. Go out and see Vincent. She's coming out. You guys, it's not even dark here yet, and people are already, like, the kids wanted to come over and show me their makeup. Does that make you laugh? I don't sleep a lot either, Joyce. Okay, what does Sean say? He says, TV is crap these days. No more genuinely entertaining shows. I agree with you. I enjoy, like, I like suspenseful things, but honestly, I don't get to watch it much. I watch with my daughter, and, you know, she's a kid, so. Yeah, Lizzie, I have that issue. Like, there's some people that I love. Like, I love their craft that they do, but I can't hear their voice. And it's just me. Night, Edna, I love you. Big hugs. Lizzie, I watch you too in the middle of the night. I do too, because I don't sleep much either. I was up last night. I think I was chatting with Susan at like 3 o'clock in the morning my time. Okay, well, I'm liking her, and I don't know if I like this girl or not. I don't know. I want like a floral something, but I don't. Oh well, I'll find something. So I'm going to work on it until it comes to a place where I like it. Like, if I had a big flower, I think she would look good with a big flower, or, I don't know. But I like her, and I like this one. They all need a little bit more stuff on them. Yeah, you have to just let yourself enjoy your art. You can't, like, be too critical of yourself. If I was so critical of myself, you guys, I'd never make anything. Because I look at what I do and I go, oh, that's terrible. You know, so you just gotta, like, let it go. You can't even, like, think about it. can't even think about it. If you think about it too much, you can make yourself crazy. Let's see, maybe I like her better if I put this behind her. I want a flower. I want a flower. You guys, last week I had the best gardening magazine. And when my daughter went through my pile, I cannot find it. I looked for it earlier today because I was thinking I was going to cut out some flowers for something, and I can't even find it now. She probably, like, I know her. She, like, said, oh, this is like, and it was like it wasn't like a proper magazine. It was a catalog. Bye, Sass. Big hugs to you, Sass. The new Murder on the Orient Express. You know, it's an old remake movie. I would probably love that. You know what? I say just make multiples. Like, sit down and make a bunch of ATCs. You know what? That's also, somebody asked me the other day, like, what is the point of an ATC? Okay, so the point is it's just small art. You know, it's just an opportunity to art small. And if you can art small, then, you know, it's just taking the time to art small, right? So, you know, I think arting small, I think if you're having those issues, first of all, make yourself some painty papers. That is so fun, and anybody can make painty papers. Anybody can make mail art. You don't have to be great at it, and whoever receives it is going to love it. So the key is, if you make mail art, is to mail it, is to actually send it out. Sorry, I'm looking at my pile. I have a pile of magazines here right next to me that she was going to throw away, and I'm hoping that it's in here. So that's the thing. That's one thing. The second thing is, if you make yourself small ATCs, do them as playing cards. You know, do the small ATC playing card thing. It's like small art, and give yourself a parameter. Like, do it like we're doing, like, do a background paper. So make a bunch of painting papers and do a background paper, one focal point, and a word. Like, through something super simple that you can do that's not going to be like, that you're not going to then be overwhelmed with. You're going to be like, okay, I could do that. I can do one painting paper. I can cover it with a painting paper. I can put a focal point on it, be it and do it something cheap from magazines. So that way you didn't invest a huge amount of money into it, so that you're stressing out that you didn't make, you know, I spent $50 on that and it didn't come out good. So you can take that whole thought process out of your mind. This is not the magazine that I wanted, but it might have something in it. Let me see. I had a whole like a planting catalog, and I saved it. And I have a pile here, but it's not here. Anyway, that's my suggestion. My suggestion is, you know, start small. Make yourself these small postcards. I mean, these are like super fun. You don't have to. You don't have to be great at it. You can just do it. It doesn't have to be. You know, there doesn't have to be like some big end result. It can just be, I made myself some art postcards, and you can mail them out, or you can not mail them out. And you can make them out of junk mail, so you didn't spend a lot on them. You know, and do something simple that you love, like a couple of colors, pick a theme. You know, like, I'm going to do red and blue and green, whatever, you know, and you're going to do a whole bunch of stuff like that. This might work. You know, the thing is art is subjective, but I understand being, guys, I'm knocking my paint off my table. That's how tiny this table is. Art is subjective. And I totally get being, so critical of your artwork that you're like, I'm never going to send it out. It's not good. It's not. I totally get it. But at some point, you have to decide that you're doing it for your own enjoyment. At some point, you have to go, this is for my enjoyment. And sometimes you have to just do stuff for no reason. But Carla has a great video on a scavenger book. It's a tiny book. And I think that that is one of the best ways to learn how to art is through something like that. And learn how to relax into your art and not be so stressed out that it's not perfect. Is to go look. Is it called Scavenger Book, Carla? Carla's Caged Fish on YouTube. Is it called Scavenger Book, or is it called, it's like a tiny, tiny book that she made. And she went through and she found all these images, like, anyway, go watch it. I think it's a great way to learn how to art. That's what I think. Night, Sean. Big hug, Sean. We'll see you soon. Maybe we'll see you on Friday, if you feel like joining us on Friday. But go watch that YouTube video. Go watch her YouTube video on scavenger books. It will change how you look at yourself, and it'll change how you feel of what you can do. It's something for everyone. You could do it with your grandkids. Lucinda, you should do it with your granddaughter. You should make one of those scavenger books with your granddaughter. And it's nothing difficult. You know, she shows you how to make it. I think she made it from a candy box. But it's something fun. It's so fun. Elizabeth, I can guarantee you, once you start making her scavenger book, you'll be like, okay, I'm in. You could make it with your little grandchildren. I saw the video the other day where you were opening your Happy Mail and your grandson said, can I have some of those tickets? Elizabeth, that was so cute. He was so cute. He was like, some of those tickets for me? Somebody sent her some great Happy Mail, and it was some tickets. And her grandson, how old is he? Jeffrey's his name, right? How old is he? He was asking. He made me want to send him some tickets. If I had some tickets, I would send him some tickets. But just go watch Carla's scavenger book thing. I'm going to tell you guys, it'll make you go, I can do this. I mean, it just takes, and you're doing it for the zen of it. You're not doing it for the perfection of it. You're doing it for the zen of it, and not for the perfection of it. At least that's the way I view it. How do you view it, Miss Carla? How do you view it, Miss Carla? I'm going to cut this in the middle, make her a crown. That's how I think. That's what I think. But what do I know? Guys, I art for no reason all day long. Especially when I'm stressed, I art for no reason. Because I need to art for no reason when I'm stressed out. Do any of you guys need to art for no reason when you're stressed out? I do. I need to art for no reason when I'm stressed out. I totally need to art for no reason when I am stressed out. Guys, lately I've been really stressed out, so. So we passed your bedtime? Okay, Susan. Scavenger hunt book, you think it's what it's called? You just need to take away the anxiety. You need to just do it and not be like, it doesn't have to have an end result. You know, that's the other thing, is like we get so caught up with this end result thing, and who's the result for? I mean, it's you. It's your art. It's like nobody else's. It's your art. And you're making it for you. I mean, you're not making it for anybody else. You're making it for you. And you don't have to show it to anybody. So what if it's not great? So what if it is not great? Oh, I'm liking her much better now. going to have to glue her in, and then I'm going to glue it down. I mean, I personally think that you have to do art for yourself. I personally think you have to art for yourself. That is what I think. I think that you have to art for yourself, and I think that you have to, I think you have to art for yourself, and I think that you have to just make it okay whatever happens in your art. Like, it doesn't have to be perfect, but make it okay. Like, the imperfectness of it is the perfectness of it. Does that make sense? Like, you're like enjoying it. You're enjoying the process. That's why I also like Carla makes those books. Like, she calls them her Carla, what's the names of the books that you make? My head can't think right now. I'm having like a brain moment. You know, the ones that you make all the time, the ones that you're always making. Anything Goes book. I didn't put enough glue on her. Sorry, guys. I'm having a moment with my flower crown here. Their Anything Goes book. Anything Goes book. I think that that is the Anything Goes book is like an art test book. It's like it's not an end result. It doesn't have to be beautiful. It's like art experiments. You know, it's like the name of Carla's group. It's like it's about experimenting and finding your own zen. It's not like you have to do anything. Okay, I'm liking her a lot better. All right, what do you guys think? I'm going to cut her off at the bottom, but Anything Goes book, random collage journal, like those are like what she does. And you know, if you don't learn anything from the two of us, it's that we just keep making art, whether it comes out good or not. You know, I certainly, you guys, I don't ever know how mine's going to come out. You guys see my process? It's so random, but I'm liking her. Do you guys like her? I'm liking her. Oh, good. We'll see you on Friday, Rabbit. Yeah, I'm doing it for the zen of it too, Miss Aussie Mom. I totally do. Totally do. Hi, Maggie. I love your videos, Maggie. You guys go over and watch Maggie's videos. YouTube channel, Mags Lockley. Go over and watch her stuff. I love your voice, Maggie. But I'm liking her. So I'm liking these 3 postcards so far. I mean, they have a ways to go. I'm not done with them. Rabbit, you can't say that mine's like high art. I mean, this is just like, this is junk mail that I cut into 3 pieces that I glued some book pages on and cut up some things for magazines. I mean, she still needs some stuff. This one needs some stuff. These are those Project Life cards that I glued together and made some stuff. And then I made some envelopes today. So, I mean, it's just got a bunch of stuff going on. Yes, make them out of used envelopes. Okay, Rabbit, we'll see you on Friday then. Glue books are like addictive. I mean, sometimes when I'm in the pinnacle of my stress, I sit in my whatever I have to do, and I just glue for just a little bit, or I painty paper. You know me and my painty papers. I gotta have painty papers. I can't, like, for whatever reason, I have my own addiction to painty papers. I wish I had more time for stuff like that too. I'm working on it though. I'm working on making myself more time to do stuff that brings me more joy as opposed to stuff that doesn't. So if you guys want to enter the giveaway after the video's up, please like and comment. Doesn't matter what you say. Say whatever you want. That just lets me know that you want to enter the giveaway. You can enter anywhere. You can live anywhere. I'll do the drawing on Friday. So you have from now until Friday. And I'll also put up another video tomorrow about the giveaway and show the package. I don't know if I'm gonna use this mail art envelope I made, or if I'll make another one. I mean, it just depends upon how much stuff I'm gonna put in it. But I'm gonna fill it with things that I've made and just bits and pieces, and maybe some cool bits and pieces from where I'm from. And it's just to say thanks for being a subscriber. It's to celebrate 3,000 subscribers. Thank you guys for making that happen for me. I mean, I never dreamed in my whole life that I would have 3,000 subscribers. Yeah, Maggie, I've been like obsessed lately. I've been making all kinds of mail art, just painting magazine pages, and this one I've sewed together. I lined it with some book pages, but because it was like thin. But yeah, I've been a little bit obsessed with making mail art too. Oh, Lucinda, you guys mean so much to me. You have no idea how much I really look forward to hanging out with you. I look forward to hearing what you're doing, seeing what you're making. I love you guys too, Lucinda. You have no idea how much. You have no idea how much. If you had seen my day today, I have, at least I'm not coughing so bad. I coughed so bad that I think that I bruised my ribs. Have you guys ever had like that, where your sinuses, your postnasal drip is so bad that you're like, it's ridiculous, right? Well, that was me today. That was totally me today. And I was like, I was having a day. Guys, I can't even tell you how odd and weird my day has been. It has been like, it was one of those days where I should have stayed in bed. Does anybody ever have those days where you're like, okay, I need a do-over. This day needs to be a do-over. This day needs to be a do-over. This day totally needs to be a do-over. This day needs to be a do-over. Absolutely a do-over. Day needs to be a do-over. A do-over day. Definitely needs to be a do-over. And so I was like thinking, you know, I don't know if I'm going to come on. I didn't know what I was going to do. Well, I was going to work on that junk journal, but because I just can't get it together lately. But I'm liking her. She's getting better. I'll do a little bit more on her. I'll do a little bit more on her later. And oh my God, I needed a total do-over. Like, I don't know who called me today, and they were like, I was like, can we have this conversation tomorrow when I'm in a better space? Because I said, I can't even think right now. And so I'm liking her better. She's getting to be cool. I'm liking her. So I'm going to do mail art giveaway on Friday. It'll be whatever I'll put some of the envelopes I made, some of the postcards I made. I'll put some other stuff in it, some, you know, just bits and pieces of stuff that I make here while I'm with you guys, and maybe some stuff from here. Your son moved to Las Vegas? Wow. I lived in Las Vegas for a minute. They've got great places to live, but the dry air didn't work for me. Oh, it's so easy. All you have to do is like, I showed it in a really short video. All I did was I took the magazine pages and I painted them. I don't know if I have them close here, Mags, but I like using the cover of the magazine because it's like thicker, but you could use magazine pages. Like, this is not, well, this is one in progress, right? So I just painted on them. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue them onto another piece of, I'll glue them onto book pages. And then I just take them and I put one higher than the other, like here, like, I would sew them like this. Like I would fold one piece over like that, and I would sew, first of all, I would sew it straight across like this, if you're going to make a big envelope. And then I would turn it over, and I would sew it up the sides like that. And then that's your envelope, after you've lined it with book pages. It's so fun. And, or you can make them short, and you just fold them in half, you know, like just make a small one. Like make an envelope size one and just fold it like this, fold it about a third up or a little bit more than a third, and then sew them here, and then fold them over. The only thing is, if you do mail them, you need to, I usually put washi tape on mine, but I put glue on the washi tape so that it stays down, or I'll take that Tim Holtz stapler and I'll put a couple of tiny staples, because you know they do post these through machines, and you know the last thing you want it to do is to come open. Oh, you were upset that he moved? Oh no, Lucinda. No, I'm having sinus stuff too. You got so sick you made yourself sick? You got so upset you made yourself sick? I love sewing, Joyce. Sewing used to be one of my addictions. I used to make kind of crazy art quilts and stuff like that. I haven't done that in eons. Sewing is really fun. You made yourself upset about the lost ticket? Oh, Lucinda, I so get it. I so get it. Okay, my lovelies, I'm going to say goodbye to you today. If you guys want to sit for a couple minutes, I'll send you some good vibes. I'll send you some good love energy. And for those that want to do the energy, the little meditation, just say yes. And those that don't, just say no to yourself. And you know you don't receive the energy. Anytime I do energy work with any of you, you have to have conscious consent. I would never do it otherwise. So all you need to do is and sit with your feet on the floor, and if you can't put your feet on the floor, just image them on the floor. And just close your eyes, and you inhale through your nose, and you exhale out through your mouth. So see yourself in a pillar of light, a column of light. This is your column of light. It just belongs to you. When you look up, you can't see the top, and when you look down, you can't see the bottom. You are an eternal pillar of light. See your column of light, your pillar of light that surrounds your whole body, 6 feet in all directions. Go deep, deep, deep into the earth. And when you get as far as you allow, your body, personality allows your column of light to easily, effortlessly, and enjoyably go, give it big tree roots, like big oak tree roots. Feel your tree roots of light, go deep, 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 deep into the earth. And we're going to call on the earth's beautiful energy, which I liken to beautiful golden energy. But you can imagine it, you can see it, you can feel it, you can think it, and you can just know it. In any way that works for you. There's no right or wrong. No matter what you see, feel, think, or know, you receive what you need. Feel this beautiful gold earth energy coming up around your tree roots, filling up your column of light. Feel it entering your feet, ankles, calves, knees, thighs. Feel it rising up around your spine, your waist, your heart, your throat. Feel it fountaining out the top of your head. Breathe in this beautiful gold earth energy. Breathe in through your nose. Breathe it in. Breathe it in. Breathe it in. Give your body personality permission to receive the highest point of cosmic, heavenly creation energy that you can easily, effortlessly, and enjoyably imagine. Feel this energy pouring in through the top of your head and spreading, your forehead and spreading, your throat and spreading, your upper arms, coming out your hands. Feel it filling your chest, your waist, the base of your spine, and feel it pouring down your legs and deep into your tree roots. Ready? Breathe it in. And breathe it in. And breathe it in. Now I want you to focus on your chest, on your heart. And I want you to give yourself permission to receive anything that you need in your life right now. Maybe it's better health, maybe it's more friendship, more love, more kindness to yourself, maybe it's quieting of your thoughts, maybe it's more financial support, health support. Give your body personality permission to receive that. I want you to focus on your heart and receive this beautiful energy into your heart. And on the exhale, I want you to let go of anything that doesn't work for you. Ready? Breathe it in and receive in love. And release in love. Breathe in love. Release in love. Breathe in love. And release in love. And one more time. Receive in love. And release in love. Focus on your heart. Receive what you need on the inhale, and on the exhale, I want you to send out exactly what you're asking for to everyone here that's joining us here. And for those of you in the future, you receive it. Okay, ready? Breathe in and receive what you're asking for, what you need. Breathe it in and send it out. And breathe it in and send it out. And breathe it in and send it out. And breathe it in and send it out. Now add anyone or anything that you would like to receive this energy to. It could be your pets, your home, the earth, water, places in need, anything. All those in New York that are feeling the grief of the current situation, people in Puerto Rico, people in Florida and Texas from the hurricanes, in Cuba, in the Virgin Islands, wherever and anywhere that needs, in California from the wildfires, anywhere that you feel needs more love and assistance. Ready? I want you to receive and love all that you need, and I want you to send it out to anyone that you choose to invite in. Ready? Breathe it in and receive in love and give in love. Receive in love and give in love. And receive in love and give in love. Receive in love and give in love. Just receive what you need. Receive in love. And give in love. Tell me what you girls see, feel, think, or know. And it can be anything. There's no right or wrong. We're still here, Miss Aussie Mom. We were just doing a little relaxation and energy work. Tell me what you feel, see, think, or know. There's no right or wrong. Oh, good, Samantha. Samantha says she feels peace. Oh, good, Patricia. Me too. It's the collectiveness of all of us. I love you, girls. If you guys want to join my monthly free energy work where I just do, it's like half an hour of energy work. It's free. There's usually a link in the, oh good, Carla. There's usually a link in the last few videos. And you can just sign up. It's an email. I send you an email link when I do it. It's usually the third Saturday of the month. And you get a link and time, and you can come and join. And it's like this, but the whole half hour, 20 minutes is just energy work. Oh, good, Maggie. I hope so. You girls have no idea how much you mean to me. I'm so grateful for your friendship. I am grateful for your time. I'm grateful for you being you and being here with me. You have no idea how much you mean to me. None whatsoever. It means, it goes without words. It's beyond words. So if you girls want to join me on Friday, come on Friday for the giveaway. Please, after this video will be up soon, and you can just like and comment. I really appreciate it, and you'll be entered into the giveaway. I'll give it to you on Friday. I'm sorry. My cough. And girls, as always, come over and join our Facebook group, Crafting Mamas. For those of you that want to be included in our Secret Santa Christmas, I'll post that in the Crafting Mamas group tomorrow, or maybe later tonight. And anyway, you're going to be moved into your new house on Friday, Amberly. I'm so happy. Awesome. Carla, I already feel better. I already do. Just hanging out with you girls makes me feel better. It always does. Always, always, always does. Okay, girls. Always sending you, as always, from my heart to your heart, I'm sending you so, so, so much aloha. Yes, congratulations, Amberly. I love you girls so much. Come over, join our Facebook group. If you guys want to sign up for my monthly meditation, please, or energy work, it's free. Come on over and do that too. Anyway, good night, everybody, and I'll see you on Friday. Aloha.